Okay, before you start a pig farm, these are the 7 things I want you to do. Okay? The first thing is the market research. Before you start a project, you need to carry like assessment in the area. You need to look at things like the demand in the area. Is there demand for pork? Is there demand for pigs in the area? So what type of breeds do farmers need in the area? Do they want large pies? Do they need land race or do-row? So you need to identify the type of breed that is trending in the area. Then the next thing is look at the market. Look at your competition. That's going to help you to scale very fast. And then the next thing is the business plan. Before you start the project, you need to write a business plan. The purpose of writing the business plan is to identify everything you need before starting the project. That way you're less likely to make mistakes. So when writing the business plan, these are things I want you to put in the business plan. Capital required. How much do you need to start the project? Okay, is it 2 million, 1 million? Then the next thing is number of pigs you want to start with. Okay, that's very important. It's going to help you in the process of budgeting and planning on your farm. Then the next thing you have to look at is monthly expenses. How much are you going to spend like on monthly basis? Feeding, vaccination, transportation, and then buying other supplements. So you need to write down in the business plan. So in the business plan you also have to include like break even. So now that you've started your piggery project, at what point are you going to be getting the capital you've invested back? That's what we call break even. At what point are you going to be getting back the return? So you put money, so the goal is to get back the money with profit. So at what point are you going to be getting that? So if you need a business plan, leave a comment, I'm going to help you with that. So now for point number 3, it's the building. So this one is going to depend on the number of pigs you're going to keep. So as you can see, this is our structure here. So we have a portion for piglets, a portion for sowers, then here a portion for growers, and then here this is a portion for finishers. So these ones here are ready to go to the market. So the right dimension is 2 square feet to 3 square feet. It depends on the breed you're keeping. So if you're planning to construct the structure, don't go for expensive materials. Just use simple materials. This is what we're having. We are using simple poles, then iron sheets. So the goal is to protect them from bad weather. So when it comes to feeding takes 70% of the production cost. As a pig farmer, your goal is to minimize cost. So if you're planning to start or you're already doing it and you're not making any profits, the best thing you should do is you need to plant your own maize, plant your own soya, then buy the other remaining things that you are unable to produce. So basically here on the farm, we mix our own feeds, because mixing our own feed helps us to reduce on the cost, because if you have to buy ready-made feeds, they tend to be costly. Okay, so we normally feed things like maize bran, rice bran, cottonseed cake, sunflower, soya, and then other premixes. Okay. So as a pig farmer, you need to understand that feeding is normally done according to the age and the weight of the pigs. So here on the farm, we feed them according to the age and then the weight. What we do here, we have a formula for the piglets, we have a formula for the growers, and then we have a formula for the finishers. So if you want a particular formula, just leave us a comment so that we shall be able to help you. Okay. So pigs and water, they are one. So if you're not giving pigs your water, that implies that you're eating, because water is also part of their diet. So this is our container. It's 50 liters. We put water here every day, in the morning, then midday, and then in the evening. So right now you're going to add more water for our piglets. So the system we use is the one for the nipples. So come with me. So this is the system we use on the farm. We use nipples and it saves time. Okay? So all the time our pigs are drinking and drinking and drinking, so that it helps to keep them healthy. So the next thing is diseases and management. So the common diseases in piggery that we have been experiencing are the diarrhea, for example in piglets, but we are able to solve that. Then African swine fever, but that one there's no cure. So the best thing to do is don't allow people to enter your farm anyhow. So, okay, now the last point is equipment. These are things you need on your farm. These are things that you use on daily basis. For example, you need a weighing scale. Why do you need a weighing scale? This is going to help you to determine the weight of your animals. So the purpose you need this is to determine the weight. If you determine the weight, just know you're not going to be cheated because you know the amount of money you're going to be getting at the end of the day. Then the next thing is you need constant water supply. So this is where we put our water. That if you're doing it in an urban setting and you're using the IMO system, so what we do here, we always collect the feces. This is what we use. We need dustbin. So since we're doing it in an urban area, this is where we keep them. Come on, show them. You need a dustbin. So in this dustbin, yeah, we need dustbin. Yeah. Then you need drugs. Okay, common drugs like this. Okay, for iron injection, you need drugs to fight diarrhea. Yeah, you need the IMO spray. Those are the major things you need.